Just received my new harnesses in the mail. Going to remove the stock RzR ones and install the new ones. Here's a little update. The seats are off. They have a latch in the back that clicks into here. So you just pull the latch, pull the seat out. Really simple. Harnesses are bolted up here and here. And they pass through that plastic thing. Shift knob has a center bolt. And then right here's the driver's seatbelt warning. So I need to cut this off the plug. You could buy a bypass plug, but I'm not gonna put the stock harnesses ever back. So I'm gonna cut the wire, solder them together, which basically is a bypass plug, to complete the circuit. And then I won't have a seatbelt warning on the dash. And then the other half of the harnesses wraps around the bar. Okay, so if you had a bracket here, like a stock cage, then you would need to just bolt it up. I don't have a bracket, so take those off. I gotta fix that first one, but this goes like this. It goes up in there and through here. This way you could tighten them. Not sure which looks better. So let's put them in the front. To be honest, I think both ways will work. Okay, now for the bottom. Now for the bottom, you have to use that. Grab your stock bolt, put it through. Snug them up. And I'm using a 19 on the inside bolt. the wrench, and then 16 on the outside. You want those tight. Okay, this side of the harness is done. And when you tighten it, make sure the belt's straight. Now for this side, you need to put a tunnel back. It's halfway back like that. Make sure it's straight again. Kind of tricky here, so I'm gonna have to push this plastic a little bit. And you want these harnesses tight, so the tighter the better on these harnesses. Just remember it's a bolt and a nut, so go and tighten it. This pedal will go back. Seatbelt warning is bypassed, and now we just have to do driver's side. Okay, on the driver's side, this side, figure out which way to go. These are the auto latch PRPs. Really good quality. They got a nice pad. The red, I don't know how long the red's gonna last, especially with greasy hands, but I think they should be washable. Tunnel, you have one bolt on each side, clips here, 3 clips, 2 clips in the back. This rubber boot, big side goes to the back. I'm gonna slip the big side on. Usually with these rubber gussets, they're flexible, but you have to tuck them in nicely. Okay, everything's nice and flush. Put the collar on. Figure out its direction. Once the collar's on, you figure out the shift knob. Okay, snug. Pop the cover on. Yeah, be mindful if you put this in drive or neutral, it doesn't roll back into your garage door. Okay, now just put the seats back, adjust the seat belts. I don't have the clips, so I'll have to pick some up. The seat, it slides into the front rail. It's 2 teeth, and then clicks in. I want them right here on my shoulders, the pad. So now I'll go back this way. Make sure they're nice, straight, even. Give them a good snug. Now come back and go through the top. You want them tight around the bar, but you want to be able to slide them in case you need to move them. Okay, perfect. second seat, adjust that one, and she's complete with the harnesses. And it goes off once the seatbelt is on, which the wire is bypassed. So I think seatbelt's always on, so you could go full throttle. Okay, that's them installed. Everything looks good. Not sure what to do with those tails yet. Maybe glue them, super glue them to the end. Just put a bead of glue. I mean, it'll look cool too when they're in the wind. Really good units. Came out nice, simple install. This is all adjustable up and down. These are quick. Very nice set. They look good too inside. Still talking to my welder to get the cage done. This is the old seatbelt harness plug. I took out the pins. What I want to do is put them for the headlights so the brows glow when the key is on. And it's very simple. All you need to do is run a wire from accessory to the 4th pin on the headlight harness. Right now they're not glowing, but they will in a second. Okay, that's the headlight harness. I'll show you in a second. So this is the headlight harness, and it's plugged up right back there. Just pull up on the tab, that big tab, and pull it out. As you can see, number 4 pin is blocked off. What you need to do is just put a new pin on that headlight, and run a wire safely, probably on the stock red wire, and straight to that pin, which this pin only turns on when the key is on. Then once you flip the key, those will stay on with the fangs. Okay, so I have some wire. It just has to be wire that's good with 12 volts. It's a little tangled at the moment. Okay, so we'll start on one end. Strip the wire a good amount. So this is going to the first headlight. Give us probably good like 1.5 feet, just to be safe. This end passes through the rubber grommet for waterproof. And we can strip it. Okay, now second wire. Probably good, almost 2 feet. Always make it long in case you need to trim it. Same thing through the grommet. Okay, so opposite of the grommets is going to be your main power. I'm going to put these together. Stick them in a connector plug. Make sure it's all the way in there. You want to make sure it's all the way in there where you're going to be crimping. Now grab your crimpers. You could also use pliers or hammers if you don't have crimpers. So you want to make it tight. Double check. Could even add some solder there, but it should be good. Main connectors from the battery block terminal, those aren't even waterproof at all either. Okay, since we're reusing this clip, what we need to do heat up the iron while we wait. What we need to do is take off this old wire. That you could probably just twist it and it should snap off. Could also solder to the wire, but technically you would want new clips, but these are still good. Okay, snap that off. Do the same to the other one. If you want to, you could also add braided sheathing cover. Which I have. I wonder if I should add the braided or the plastic. Probably just add braided. Okay, so I got both the pins clean. Now what we do, basically dip these wires in this. Make sure it's coated. Okay, so put some flux on both of them. Here's the tricky part. Okay, solder iron. Get some soldering iron. Stick the pin in. Just like that, you have a connection. This rubber boot you'll stick in after, because depending on how high the pin goes up and down. Later I might take it off. I couldn't find my braided shielding, but I'll zip tie it safely. Okay. The long wire goes to driver headlight, short wire goes to passenger. So we come here and make sure it's nice and dry. Figure out which way these pins go, which they go like this. Make sure they're nice and secured. Put down the waterproof sealer. I like to grab a tiny flathead to push it in all the way, because you do want this tight, waterproof, where the headlight is. Okay, now we can do a test. Plug this back up. Okay, headlights are on springs. Now, to test that one headlight to make sure it's good, what I'll do is try to put this so it's not touching any metal. That's going to be positive. Put this on the auxiliary. And now we'll go to the front and see if they come on. At least one will come on. So it works. That's a plus. I just wired everything up. Everything's running nicely, zip tied to the back of the headlights. It's very tricky to record. There's a wire right there. Runs across the main harness wires, zip tied in a bundle. You can always make it shorter, but you never know if you need it longer. Now it just goes here. Which you just loosen the nut, put it on, zip tie. This is the GPS wire for the ride command. Turn on the ignition. Everything's on. And then we got the LED eyebrows. I'm gonna double check that all the headlights work.